All right, just making sure that I can see comments here as well. And I think we are live. Yes, we are. Okay, awesome. Wow. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Salma Jafri, and you, of course, are on the TubeBuddy live stream. And my apologies for the 3-minute delay because I haven't done a live stream for 2 months and just got a little bit rusty today. So that was the reason for that. But we've got an amazing topic today lined up all for you guys. How to prepare for a successful YouTube channel, how to get your videos off the ground, how do you do a successful video shoot, and all the things that you need to do for that. If you're going to be watching on the replay, thank you so much. Do leave a comment in the comments whenever, and we're going to try and reply to as many as possible. And everybody who's here live, awesome to have you guys. Let's see who all is here. So of course, Andrew from TubeBuddy is here. Hey Andrew, thank you so much for being here. Let me know if everything is fine with the audio and the video. Just want to make sure that we're okay with that. And let's start seeing who else is here. So I'm going to scroll up here. Open Tech Now, Habibullah, hey, Maharaj, Jangi Zone. Awesome, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Dignity, Habibullah, Tech Fun, Lily Tree, Ton Prime. Wow, so many guys already here. Nicholas. Wow, you guys, awesome. So let's start off with a question right off the bat. Right. Okay. Thank you, Little Miss Unicorn. Thank you for letting me know you can hear me. That is good to know. Okay. So let's start off with a question. And I just want to know really quickly, how much time do you guys give to planning your videos? So let's say you have a video shoot coming up tomorrow. So that would be Thursday, right? So how in advance would you have planned for it? Would it be on the spot? Would you be like, okay, turn the camera on. Okay, what am I going to say? Would it be like a few hours in advance? Would you be like, okay, let me figure out what I want to say, have a script, all of that stuff? Would it be like a few days in advance, or even a few weeks, or maybe even like a month in advance? So let me know where you are on the planning scale. Okay, how much in advance do you plan your videos? I would absolutely love to know. And the reason that I want to know is because this live stream is all about how you can get the most out of your videos on the day of the shoot. So what are the things you need to do on the day? So what do you need to do before the actual video shoot day, right? So how do you set yourself up for planning? So Little Miss Unicorn is saying about 2 to 3 days before, actually sometimes 3. Wow, awesome. BK42 Custom Bikes is saying at least 2 days in advance. Sackboy saying if you don't want to plan all that, then you can bypass that simply by doing a live stream. I mean, I kind of had to plan for this one, so not entirely true, because, the thumbnail has to be made in advance, the topic has to be decided, and then sometimes we want to do like a presentation, get our thoughts together, outlines, all of that. So some live streams, yes, like a vlog style live stream could be like, okay, just up and go, really easy. But for a training live stream, I think, at least for me, requires a little bit of planning. Okay, so Black Sheep is saying varies for me, sometimes just a few hours planning, but usually a few days, up to a week, 2 days. Plan outline a month ahead. Wow, that is amazing. Joy Diffie, a month ahead. Okay, you guys. So we're pretty much, from anywhere from like 1 day before, like anywhere from like no planning to 1 day before to all the way to like a month in advance. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so what we're going to talk about today, let's get this presentation started, is how to create a video content plan, because that's kind of the basis for how you prepare for a successful video shoot, right? And I want to show you a little bit of my story, because I've been on YouTube since 2009. Feel old just saying that. Have not done anything with it until 2017. Okay, just sat there, just with one video, just sat there, like didn't really do much, 2 or 3 videos here and there, didn't really know what to do with it for the longest time, didn't have a plan, didn't have a strategy. So I want to show you what happened, right? So come back to our presentation here. what are the things that cause a shoot to, what is like causing meltdown on the day of the video shoot? So a lot of things can go wrong, like your equipment can't work, you don't know what to say, you don't know if you're putting in all the right information, your thoughts are not gathered correctly, you are feeling like a little bit lost, maybe you start to ramble, maybe you miss something, maybe you forget something. A lot of things can go wrong, and some of the causes for chaos during a video shoot are no clear strategy, you're not consistent, and you don't have a clear focus. Your channel doesn't have a clear focus. Hang on while I take a sip of water. So that graph you see on the right-hand side is my irregular results. Because I didn't have a strategy, couldn't get consistent, and didn't have a clear focus on my channel. Of course, all that changed. You see the graph cuts off very strategically. So I'm gonna show you guys what happened after I got really, really clear with all of these things. But if you don't know what your channel is gonna be about, if you're not producing videos on a consistent basis, and if your channel doesn't have a clear, very, very specific focus, then it's going to be cause for chaos on the day of the video shoot. And these are some of the reasons why. So some of the reasons why chaos is caused is because there's no production schedule. You are not really clear on the topics that you want to talk about. And another really big thing, especially for like business channels, is that you don't know how to convert views to subs and subs to email subscribers. Okay, so I just want to come back here for a second and see if everything is clear. Okay, my internet was telling me that something went down, but I think everything is okay. All right, so I'm just going to continue. All right, so coming back to it. All right, so these are the things that cause some of the reasons why you may not be able to be too well prepared for on the day of the shoot of your video shoot, right? So I understood that because my channel wasn't performing well, and because I wasn't putting in effort, because I wasn't focused, I realized the key was to actually prepare a pre-production schedule. Or schedule, depends on where in the world you are and how you like to say that. So, you know, when I figured this little piece of the puzzle out, things started to get a whole lot better. And this is how better they got. So I started to rank on the first page of both YouTube as well as Google. That's the first amazing thing that started to happen. I started to be able to understand how to keyword research all of my videos. And so I like to call them in TubeBuddy parlance, my videos were greenlit. And if you're a TubeBuddy user, you know what greenlit means, right? Hashtag greenlit, guys. So that's what you want to see. That's what every video creator wants to see happening on their channel. They want to be able to see that their keywords are ranking, they're getting let me know if audio is back. My mic is on and everything seems to be okay. So this is kind of weird. I'm just gonna switch. I'm just gonna switch. Alrighty, there we go. Okay, testing, guys, let me know. Uh, it was until I pulled the other mic out. Oh no, that means that. Yeah, but that means that there was some loose something. Okay, half the people are saying it's back, and half the people are saying it's not back. Okay, it's back. Okay, it's back. Okay, okay. Thumbs up if it's back. Thumbs up if it's back. Oh man, what a drama. I hate drama. I'm so sorry. Okay, all right. Okay, everybody's saying yes. Alrighty, alrighty. Everyone is saying it's back. So let's get back into the presentation, shall we? So I'm gonna move a couple of slides back so we get back on track, and let's start from where we were. All right, so we were talking about it. The key is to prepare and to have a pre-production schedule. So what does that look like? So when I got serious and I started to have a plan and a pre-production schedule happening, then the first thing that happened was I started to rank on YouTube as well as Google, which is obviously pretty awesome. Second thing that started to happen was that my video started to be green lit, and if you are a TubeBuddy user, you are also in love with those little green signs just like me. So I absolutely love seeing the video light up and it goes all green. And so that started to happen once I started to actually properly plan my videos rather than just creating the videos first and then figuring out all the metadata stuff later. I actually started to put in effort into doing this stuff up front and started to plan the videos. And the third thing that happened was, of course, growth, which is the part of the graph that was hidden from you earlier, which is what happened in January 2017 when I finally implemented my video content plan. Of course, I didn't call it that at the beginning. I just started putting data into an Excel sheet, but I'm going to share with you. I'm going to show you what it's like. But as soon as I started doing that, you can see that growth started to immediately happen. And when growth started to happen, then obviously everything started to work together. And so in this training, I want to take you through how to create a video content plan, and you want to stay tuned all the way till the end because I have a free content plan template coming up for you inside this live training. I'm going to give you the link and you're going to be able to download it and create your own video content plan. So how good does that sound, everybody? I hope that it's going to be super useful. It's a simple sheet that anybody can use, and it would be something that it's actually a Google spreadsheet, and it's something that you can all use, and you can absolutely just fill that out. And it's going to really, really help you to get all of the strategy stuff out of your head and down in a spreadsheet format. So who's excited about that? Leather Rock is saying, I tend to film first and figure out the metadata. Yes, that was me. Titling and SEO is the hardest and it takes the most time next to promoting. I hear you. That was me, and still to some degree, right? But I find that if I give it time, then it just makes the rest of the work so much easier on the day of the shoot. It's just so much easier to just publish the video, and I know exactly where everything's gonna go because it's all planned out. So let's just get straight into how are we going to do that? And yes, there's another issue happening with the presentation, but okay, so this is what the video content plan template looks like, okay? And this is the document that I'm going to share with you guys at the end of this stream. And it's a spreadsheet that you can fill in. And the only thing you have to do is save, go to File and save, make a copy so that you can edit it. So this one is just view only, but you can you make a copy. I keep wanting to say save as because I'm like so used to the Microsoft terminology, but it's like file, make a copy, and then you can edit your own thing on it. All right, just give me 1 second here. And I want to make sure that I have set up to show you what's going on. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. So step 1 of filling out your video content plan is to start with themes. Now, I like to do this with clients where I tell them, okay, start with about 3 themes. And the reason that I say 3 is because it's not too overwhelming and it makes people feel like they can do it. And I have some ideas here for, various categories. So if you're like a wellness consultant or health coach, then you could start with 3 themes such as corporate wellness consulting case studies. That could be one theme, and all your videos could be about that. The second theme could be creating a healthy work environment for your employees, and the third theme could be weekly workplace safety tips. I'm going to explain why themes in just a bit, right? So the other example is financial coach, and 3 themes would be how to develop a wealth mindset, managing money, and smart investing advice for beginners. Now, the way that this works is that when you categorize your YouTube videos into thematic content, what that does for your audience is that your themes transition into playlists, right? So automatically your audience has like a very clear idea about, the main subject matter, the main topics happening inside your YouTube channel, because they can see those playlists very, very clearly, right? But the thing that it does for you as a video creator is that it really, really helps you with content creation. So imagine this, if one day you're sitting and you're like, okay, I need to create a video for next week, and there's this whole blank canvas in front of you, right? But then you think, oh, I need to create a video on managing your money. So when you have a theme and a topic within that theme, then it just becomes, you just narrow the field down a little bit. You just get a little bit more clarity on exactly what to create videos around. And once you narrow something down, you can get creative inside and you can have a lot of ideas within that space. So I think it really is helpful for all content creators, especially video content creators, to be able to work within themes. It's going to annoy me if I fix it, but so we're going to deal with it. All right, so this is what themes look like inside the video content plan. So the leftmost column is your themes. Okay, so for example, this one is a plan that I made for a health coach, and the 3 themes we decided for her was love food, so food love, self-love, and love for others. Very spiritual health coach, as you can see. And so these themes translated into playlists. All right, so the step 2, after you have your 3 themes figured out, is to find your focus keyword. And I know that a lot of you may already have ideas of how to do that, but this is how I do it, right? So the way that I do it is that my formula is I try to find a high search volume. I try to find a keyword with a high search volume and low competition. What does that actually look like? So for example, for this client, I found a keyword that said gratitude journal apps. And usually my process for finding keywords is I like to use Keywords Everywhere, which is like a free Chrome plugin. That's keywordseverywhere.com. It's a free Chrome plugin, and it just tells you the search volume. So the reason you're seeing the search volume on screen right now when I type in a Google phrase, a search phrase in Google, is because of that keyword, which is enabled. So it's telling me that the search volume for this focus keyword is 2,400 searches happening per month. And so then I go and put this keyword inside YouTube, and it's telling me that there are about 1,300 videos showing up as result for this particular keyword, right? And so now I know that there's not a lot of competition. There's 2,400 people searching this keyword and only 1,300 videos which may be good quality, may not be good quality. So there's room for me to get in there. And of course, because I have TubeBuddy enabled, TubeBuddy is telling me that this seems like a good keyword to target, so it's giving me a score of 64 out of 100. Right? So that's something that's absolutely, crucial to seeing, okay, so this is the focus keyword that I could actually use, right? What happens after I've decided my focus keyword? Next thing is to craft your title. And now most people think that, okay, putting your title is just taking your focus keyword and just putting it up there, right? But your title is the place where you can actually add more than just your search word, just your focus keyword. I like to add like a bit of emotion. So my formula for a title is contains your search word, but then you also add a little bit of emotion to that. So let's see how that looks. So for example, in this one, it's very simple. I said the best gratitude journal apps. And the word best there sort of immediately classifies this video as talking about something that is top of the line, something that's going to be absolutely the kind of apps that you absolutely need to put together a gratitude journal. And so therefore, this is something that's going to be useful for you. And one of the sites that I like to use to come up with video titles is Advanced Marketing Institute. Don't get scared by the academic sounding name, okay? This is a great site to use. If you just type in Advanced Marketing Institute, it's gonna take you to their headline analyzer. And you type in whatever your video title is, okay? And it's gonna give you a score. Now it says that anything between 30 to 40% is good. Now this was the score that I got for my last video, how to create a video content plan. So it's 57%. So you just really want to put that in, and you just want to make sure that, you have, what this does is it evaluates your score on an emotional marketing value. So the word best, in the other example, best gratitude journal apps, is the emotion, right? And in this one, it's the word plan. Because every time you tell somebody to plan something, it makes them feel safer. It makes them feel like they've got control, right? So, yeah, I'm reading your comments, and Lily Tree saying advanced is a scary word. I agree. And this is the only thing I use this website for, really, the Advanced Marketing Institute. I don't really use it for anything else. So, yeah, so feel free to explore and see how advanced it just really is. Hopefully not too much. All right, guys. Next step, step 4, is to fill out your tags and your description. I know you've already heard this. It's probably been said to death. But basically, you want to pre-write this entire section. And inside the video content plan, you want to do this by just going to TubeBuddy, typing in your focus keyword or your video title up there, going to Tag Explorer, and then just blue check marking all of the tags that are relevant for that particular video. And I'll come back on screen here for 1 second because I want to make a really important point here with tags, okay? The thing with tags is that, and some of this advice you may have heard before, but here's how I like to approach tagging. I like to think of tags as synonyms and related words. So for example, if I'm doing a keyword, then I want to find as many variations of how you would say that as possible. So let me give you an example. Let's say you're going to do a video on how to deal with negative people on YouTube. No, I didn't really mean anything by that. Don't read too much into it, okay? Just an example. So some synonyms I would think about would, okay, how to deal with negative people, okay, maybe how to deal with haters, or what are haters called? Trolls or spammers, right? So you would try to add all of those kind of words. How to deal with criticism, how to deal with hate, how to deal with negativity, how to deal with trolls. And then you would try and substitute the word deal as well. So instead of how to deal, maybe you could be like how to talk to or how to respond to. So when you're thinking about tagging, think about all of the different ways that you would be able to say this thing, right? And that's where TubeBuddy's Tag Explorer is super helpful, super helpful, because my mind can't think of all of these, right? But the Tag Explorer is going to tell me, oh, what about this way to state it, or this way to state it, or this way to state it, right? So it's just going to give you all of these options. So it just takes the guesswork out of it, right? Okay, so where were we? Okay, right here. Okay, so then inside the video content plan, what you want to do is the next field is you want to just copy all of your tags. So you can do that straight from TubeBuddy. You can do copy to clipboard, copy and paste it right in here. And then you want to write a description using some, so here's the way that I write description. What I do is I take 2 or 3 of the tags, especially the ones I want to rank for, and I weave them in a sentence for my description. And really, that's it. And I'm going to take a sip of water. Give me a second. All right, guys. So you just want to be able to make sure that the first 2 sentences of your description contain 2 or 3 of your tags, because when you are searching for videos and inside the YouTube search page, just about the first 2 sentences are going to show up. So you just want to make sure that you pepper them in, but make them reader friendly. That's really my formula for doing it, right? Okay. The next step, now this is really, really important if you want to get your videos to convert, if you want to build your email list, populate your Facebook group, if you want to send people to a download, if you want to ask people to go to your website or buy your products or anything you want them to do after they've watched your video, even if it's to watch the, even if it's to watch the next video, even if it's to watch the next playlist. So whatever you want them to do right after they've watched your video is your call to action, your CTA. So you really, before you even start that camera and think about filming, you absolutely have to know what your CTA is going to be. What do you want people to do at the end of each video? Okay. Now, here's where it goes in. So for this particular client, we had 2 CTAs. The first CTA was subscribe to the channel, and this came in the first minute of the video, right? And if you space out your CTAs, you can actually place 2 or 3 CTAs, but try not to do more than that, because then you'll just confuse your audience as to what they should do. So 1 CTA right at the beginning, and then right at the end, once you've delivered your value-packed information, you want to make them go to a specific place, right? So in this case, it says download my gratitude journal template, right? So you just want to make sure that you put down your call to action inside your video content plan, because that way you can work backwards. Now, what do I mean by working backwards? All right, let's say that your entire reason for making your videos, for getting your YouTube channel, is that you want to build your email list, right? Let's say that that's your big reason, okay? Now, when you work backwards, okay, so you're thinking, okay, I want to build my email list. So you think, okay, what can I give to people in exchange for their email? So you think, okay, maybe I want to give them something free, a checklist or a template. So in this live stream, I have a video content plan template for you guys. So walk in the talk here, right? So what you want to do is understand what you want to give at the end. Okay, how is it gonna build your email list? What is that? It's called freebie or lead magnet, just something for people to download, right? So you want to know that, and then you want to create a video that corresponds to whatever that lead magnet is gonna be, right? So you want to make sure that if you are creating a video about XYZ thing, then the download is a natural part of that. So the download leads into that, and that is what is actually going to make people want to download that thing. If the topic of the video is so relevant and the download is so directly, intrinsically related to that, then they're going to be like, oh, makes sense. I just watched a video about, let's say, dog training, and now I'm going to go download a template for how to keep my dog happy or how to train my dog in 30 days, right? So it's just such a natural progression. And so that is why you just want to make sure that your CTA is planned out in your video content plan. Here we go again. Okay, so where were we? We were here. Okay, so you've got your CTA. Next step is to plan your B-roll, okay? And what this is going to do is it's going to get that, just visual goodness happening inside your YouTube videos, because it's just hard to see somebody just, having a static screen and saying something. You want to have some kind of what it's called pattern interrupt, right? And so what B-roll does, B-roll just simply means the visuals that are going to complement your A-roll. So if the A-roll is a talking head of you, then the B-roll is anything that's not that. Okay, simplest way I can explain B-roll. So B-roll is anything that's going to be visually interesting. Now, of course, you do not want to put in random images here or anything. So the way that I like to plan my B-roll is often I will, since I do a lot of training videos, so it'll be like screencast, it'll be screenshots, images, GIFs even, or if it could be like a video of me doing something else. So, when you are thinking, when you're in the planning stages and you're like, okay, how can I demonstrate this concept? So I remember in one of my videos, I was talking about batch recording videos, right? And one of my tips was that when I batch record videos, like I try and do up to 4 videos a day, right? So when I batch record videos, one of the things I want to do is plan outfit changes as well. And so I thought it would be cool in my B-roll to show that my outfits are laid out, and then I have like all of these changes going. So I just like literally went to my closet and filmed a scene of me taking out 4 shirts. Like, it could be as simple as that. But like, try and figure out what in your video can be visually showed. And if you can do this in advance, I mean, I'm sure you can see the advantages, right? So on the day of the shoot, you know what extra footage you want to shoot. And on the day of the shoot, you know what extra footage you need to capture, perhaps either on your computer or on your camera, or if you want to use some kind of stock images or videos, or if you want to create something, so all of that mental energy should not be happening on the day of the shoot. On the day of the shoot, you just want to concentrate on giving the best presentation, the best delivery that you possibly can. And that should be your focus, right? So you want to be able to completely concentrate on your audience on the day. And all of this video planning stuff needs to happen earlier. So for me, it typically happens on a weekly basis. Sometimes if I'm like really organized, like a fortnight basis. But yeah, okay, let me come back. I think just a little bit of the presentation is left, and I think we're pretty good on time here as well. Once you've done your B-roll, so in this case, we had like, okay, so we're gonna shoot this particular B-roll, 3 shots from different angles of the subject filling out her gratitude journal. And so that's basically what the B-roll was. And if you just write that down, then you know that this is what you have to shoot. All right, so here's the download. So this entire spreadsheet can be downloaded at this complicated URL. Sorry about that. salmajafri.com/vcp-course-waitlist. If Andrew or somebody could just put that into the chat. And of course, we'll add it to the description of this video once we are done streaming. So while you guys are doing that, give me 1 second. I'm going to leave that up on the screen. And I'm going to make sure that I have questions ready. And there we go. Okay, so hopefully you guys have got that. I also have a Facebook group, which is called Personal Branding with Video. So you can just type that into Facebook. And I'm going to ask you 2 questions. You absolutely have to answer those 2 questions in an interesting way to be able to join the Facebook group, because it's for, just serious video creators. I don't mean serious as in non-silly. I just mean serious as in legit. Okay, so like just actual genuine video creators. And so, you just want to go there. It's a cool place to hang out and ask questions and share your videos and all sorts of stuff with that. So the video content plan again is salmajafri.com/course-waitlist. So the reason that it's called that is because I actually have a course coming out on content planning. And that course is basically about how to implement all of these steps that I talked about, but we go into so much more detail. So we're talking about exactly how to find your focus keyword. We're talking about how to craft the perfect video title, how to add emotion to your titles, and then also stuff like what kind of text to put on your thumbnails. Because remember, when people are on the video search page, they are seeing your title, they're seeing your description, and they're also seeing the thumbnail. So the thumbnail also gives you an extra asset to show off any extra emotion, or I like to call the title as the place where you can get quirky. You can use slang, you can use fun, you can do weird stuff, not too weird. Let's keep it clean and safe. But yeah, the title is the place to get creative, right? Sorry, the thumbnail is the place to get creative. So the title is the place to have your SEO stuff worked out. The description is the place to have your SEO stuff worked out. The thumbnail is the place to get creative. So all of that stuff, how to do the keyword research, how to plan your themes, how to craft perfect video titles, how to add emotion, what text to put in your thumbnails, and how to write a video script. So all of that is going to be covered in the course. And so if you sign up for the download, then you'll get to know when the course is actually not ready yet. Still working on it. So, it's going to be ready like in June sometime. So, alrighty. Don't work. They don't work. So I'm still trying to. I'm just going to read your comments while I get to all your questions. Okay. Lily Tree. Oh my God. I only just realized I could have different lead magnets for groups. Any drops? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. So, a really quick tip about lead magnets is that what I like to do is have like a few basic lead magnets and sort of recycle them. And so what happens is the people who've already downloaded it are not going to be interested in downloading it anymore. And they're going to keep watching your other videos or stay on YouTube, right? Which is what YouTube wants. And it's going to be like, yay, you kept this person on YouTube. Here's a lollipop for you. It rewards you with rankings and all of that, right? But the people who've never downloaded that are going to be curious, and they're going to, and especially if it's something valuable, they'll go and download it, and then that's going to build your email. You have, that's actually a really, really good strategy. If you have like a few core lead magnets, then just switch them around between playlists and like use them over and over. All right. Andrew, I'm just going to tell you here, when I go to the Google link, then I just see the question, I just see the form and not the actual question. I just showed up and heard talking about the future. Yes, we are all about the future. Okay, thank you. I just feel if I can just that, then that would make it super. Probably shouldn't be telling you guys all of this. Hey, dead air. Dead air is like, I used to be a radio announcer back in the day. Well, not announcer, radio jockey. Dead air was like, okay, we are in. Thank you, Andrew, for your patience with me. It's painfully clear that it's been a long time since I've done a live stream. Okay. What's your YouTube question? Okie dokie, let's start. Your stream's really nice. So what is your camera name? I'm a new user. I get one MacBook. So that's what I'm. Nah, actually, I like the other view. Okay. Two. Sackboy D is asking, how to get better stuff for your camera. For example, you're shooting videos on a phone or a tablet and you want better lighting. What are some really good ways to get good lighting on your mobile videos? So I just basically use my softbox lights and all the natural light that I can muster. But you can do like chat lights, which will literally just, come on top of your smartphone. And I'm not going to recommend any specific products because I haven't used a chat light. And if I do in the future, I'll let you know which one I am using. But right now, I just have two soft boxes in front of me and some natural light in the room. So that's really all that I'm using. Okay, next question. John Disk, why did YouTube punish? I don't think this is a relevant question. Okay, I'm going to go one. Ion Prime. Not all my tags are greenlit, but then again, I am competing for ranks due to the content I place out. Any tips to get more greenlit tags other than alternative tags? Yes, Ion Prime. Download the video content plan, follow all the strategies that I laid out in today's video, and remember to get greenlit tabs, make the tags focused, tight, close to your focus keyword as possible. I'll give you an example. I made a video called LinkedIn Native Video, how to upload videos to LinkedIn, right? Tag was how to upload videos to LinkedIn, how to upload videos to LinkedIn 2018, upload videos to LinkedIn, upload videos on LinkedIn. Are you getting the drift here? It's just variations and related words. So LinkedIn native video, native LinkedIn video. Okay, so you just want to make sure that all the variations that people would type in to get to know about that particular topic. So that's really how you can get your tags green lit, guys. Hashtag green lit for TubeBuddy. Woohoo! Alrighty. Yes, that is right, Andrew. Focus her tags to what her title and description. Exactimo. All right. The next question is by AIC Gamer. Does the template explain the steps of video shooting? Not yet, but that would be step 2. That would be the next thing that I would probably launch because that is a whole course in and of itself. And while we're on the topic, I have a lot of mini courses coming up. So if you join my Facebook group, that's where all the announcements and things happen. If you're on the email list, that's where all the announcements are happening. So if you would like to know about when I launch all of these courses, definitely be either in the email list or in the Facebook group, or preferably both. Love to see you. So yes, okay. Next question. I think this is the last one, Andrew. It's the same one. Oh, Steve Believe Guitar. Okay, so Steve, I like that name. Steve Believe Guitar. Hello, I usually make HD videos and I don't have a full HD camera. Will this affect somehow my video ranking? I mean, do full HD videos perform better than HD videos for the algorithm? Thank you so much. Okay, so I think that my answer, and this is going to be very personal to how I think about this topic, is no. I do not think that your camera quality is going to affect your ranking quality. I do, however, think that your content quality and your SEO chops are going to affect your ranking quality. So basically, you want to make sure that the video is good quality, your audio is clear. I know, how ironic. I'm talking about audio after all those audio issues in the beginning. But yeah, you just want to make sure your audio is good, your video is clear, and you've got great content that people actually want. And the way that you know that they actually want it is through the SEO, is through the search volume. And here's something that a lot of people falter with. They create videos that they want to create versus what the audience wants them to create. And I fell into this, and I still sometimes fall into this trap. I'm like, no, but I want to make a video on this topic, and I think it's going to be really popular. And sometimes I would make that video anyways, because you want to be able to express yourself. That's the whole point of YouTube, right? Put the you back in YouTube, right? It's me. Here's what I want to make, right? But you also want to make sure that if you want to grow your channel, then your topics that you choose are actually searched. They're actually in demand. Because if they're not in demand, then it's just not going to help your channel grow because you're talking about things that nobody's interested in. Just really just get clear on that. And it's hard sometimes as creators to create videos on what you want to create on versus what is actually being. Let's see if there's any more. I think we have. Oh no, there's one more question. Duffy12. Okay, this is a weird question. What's it like being a female in such a male-dominated space? How did you get on TubeBuddy? How can other women get on? I'm gonna take a minute. Okay. What's it like being a female in such a male-dominated? Like, I don't know. It's fine. I love all the people that are part of the TubeBuddy crew. I'm friends with all of them. Nick, Roberto, Brian G. Johnson, Owen Video, and of course Andrew and Phil from TubeBuddy. And we're all friends here. And I think one of the things I love the best about all of these guys is how chill everyone is. It's like, oh my God, I'm freaking out here in the corner because XYZ thing is not working. And Nick will be like, hey, come down. It's going to be fine. You'll figure it out. So I love being in this space. And there are a lot of other women who I love working with as well. So there are a lot of great YouTube teachers who are women, and I'm pretty much connected with all of them. And it is an absolutely great space to be. So how did I get on TubeBuddy? How can other women get on? So how other women can get on is basically having something of value, using TubeBuddy, showing other people how they can do great on YouTube. And then maybe you can just comment in one of these live streams and just get in touch with the TubeBuddy crew and ask them directly. That, that would be Andrew saying we have a collaboration series on the channel. That's how other women get on. There you go. All right, guys. So I'm just going to quickly run through your chat to see if there are any other interesting questions here. I think we did all of the ones here. Done. Just refresh this to make sure I haven't. I have a question for you guys. So my question for you guys is, and feel free to answer this however you want to, is when you are, so when I asked you right at the beginning about, how long do you take to prepare your videos, after you've seen some of this presentation, are you the kind of person who thinks that planning is a chore and it's like the boring part of creativity? Or are you the kind of person who feels that you just want to do the best job you can and planning is going to actually help you do that? So are you more of a, somebody who is very spontaneous, who hates planning, or are you completely on the other end of the spectrum, somebody who absolutely loves meticulous planning? And I have a really, short, cool story to share here with you is that I'm actually the worst planner. And I am not very good with a very long-term plan. Like I get bored really easily. I'll be like, okay, can we just do the thing instead of just talking about doing the thing? And what I realized the hard way was that if I wanted to build a business and a brand, like on YouTube or anywhere else, then strategic intent is really important. And if you don't know where you're going, any road's going to get you there. That's a quote from Alice in Wonderland, by the way, uh, said by the Cheshire Cat. But I mean, it makes so much sense, right? You don't know where you're going, any road's going to take you there. So if you want to be intentional, if you want to have a clear goal in front of you, and you're like, okay, I really want to get there. I really want to, achieve this specific goal. Then it really pays to have a plan. It really, really pays to write everything down meticulously. That is exactly why I created the video content plan in like a spreadsheet format, so you could just get everything out. And John, I want to answer your comment that planning takes the creativity and realism out. I thought that it would. I'd be like, no, just let me be me on camera and let me just come up with whatever I want to say on the fly. It's going to be more natural. It's going to be authentic that way. What I found is that I don't even look at my plan when I'm actually shooting. That's the beauty of it, right? I have my plan. I've looked at it before I do the video shoots. But when I get on camera, I'm not looking at my plan. I'm not thinking about my keywords and my tags and my descriptions and my themes and all that. At that time, I am free to focus on my audience get creative, say stupid things if I wanna, and just go with the flow, you know? And so what happens is that when I'm actually on camera, I can be, I can let my hair down, like literally and figuratively, and just, you know, be myself, because I know that I've got my plan ready. And as soon as the video shoot is done, as soon as the edit is done, I know I'm going to have everything, you know, sectioned in, and I'm going to be able to rank this video, and it's going to get to the people that need to see. So that's what planning does for me. All right, guys. I want my channel to be successful. I am prime. I want to build this up as a career. I know I have to aspects. Definitely. Thing. I use a plan as a point of what I want to cover. Hey guys, this has been pretty awesome. And I just want to make sure that we're going to put all the links in the description, and that after this live stream ended. If you guys want any other topics that you want me to cover, let me know inside the comments. If you want me to go into detail about any of these steps, I do make videos on all of these steps on my own YouTube channel, so go and check some of them out. I have a lot of videos on scripting and design and branding, some great interviews on that as well. So with that, I'm going to sign off. Thank you so much for staying tuned in through some of the tech issues that happened in the beginning. I really appreciate you guys, really appreciate TubeBuddy for giving me the chance to be here and to be able to share what I have learned from being on YouTube all this time, and then finally getting my act together on it about 1.5 years ago. So I hope that this was helpful for you. I'm going to see you both inside the comments as well as all the other places that we share. Thank you so much, guys. Take care and bye.